One percenters, welcome back to 1424 basketball training, where the goal is to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. For those that are new, welcome. I'm Coach Tommy. I'm a former psychologist, now a performance enhancement specialist and basketball coach. On this channel, I simplify life and basketball into 3 buckets: mind, body, and craft. In today's teaching tape, we got Atlanta Hawks versus Philadelphia 76ers, game 1. So let's see what we can do to improve our minds today. I thought Joel Embiid was going to be injured, or I thought his injury was more significant. I guess he's playing. I have the Hawks winning this series because I thought Joel Embiid was going to be injured. But if he's back, I have no idea. It looks like it'll be pretty even. I'm a much bigger fan of the Hawks after watching their last series. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, so ginormously flawed lineup. Don't think they got it. So I actually think the younger upstart Hawks can win the series. I did catch the end of it. I saw that they won, but I didn't catch anything else. So let's see how they did it. Bogi. I like Bogi a lot. He's got to be so happy to get out of, I think he was on the Kings. I did an Instagram post on him a long time ago, and people were so confused who he was. Bogi again? Joel Embiid. I want to see how well he moves. I guess his injury wasn't that big a deal. I thought they said it was his meniscus. Collins, that guy. If you guys are fantasy, or not fantasy, if you guys are trading card people, John Collins is a rising stud. Terrible pass. What are you mad about? What are you mad about, Danny Green? Did he grab you? Right. So what makes a good pass? What makes a good pass? 1, has to be the right type. Right. 2, it's got to be at the right time. And 3, it's got to be the right target. Normally, Ben Simmons is a good passer, right? This is a chest pass. This is not the right type of pass. This should have been a nice little lob lead pass, right? The target should not have been Danny Green. The target should have been this space over here. Was it the right time? Yes, it was the right time. Did it get there on time? Hail to the no. What are you mad about? Did he grab you? Why is he so mad? Oh, yeah, he grabbed him on the jersey. So remember how I told you it's about football? It's turning into football, not basketball. Did you guys catch that right there? More football, less basketball, right? So sometimes you get away with this little grab in here. You know, even if he grabbed you, wouldn't have mattered because that's the wrong type of pass anyways. Who's that? Solomon Hill? Oh, did his knees just buck on his own dunk? Joel Embiid needs his body is going to break down. I mean, I'm a big time seller on Joel Embiid. He's not a super hard worker. You can tell his body hasn't changed, so he's not super disciplined on his food and diet and regimen. I know he'll work hard on the drills and stuff because it's fun, but something in his brain underneath won't let him get to that super duper next level, and he has the potential to be one of the the greatest. Look at that form out of Trae Young, man. Boom, hang, simple crossover, right? Ball, knees bent, ball goes to position 3. Boom, everything goes up. Thibault. Seth Curry can shoot. Trae Young. Simple, boom, pick and roll, 1 hop into the footwork. Trae Young's a problem. He needs to increase his percentages. I mean, he's working really, really hard on floating, driving, but he needs to make sure his percentages, shooting percentages, stay up. Lou Williams. Oh my God, they got 42 points. Dwight Howard. I don't know. Dwight Howard's a joke, man. So Dwight Howard's one of those guys when they have their mentalities and their skill sets all confused, right? When he was at his best, he was a primetime defender, blocked everything, changed everything. He had one little move, jumped to the middle, and did a little jump hook. But across, I don't know, over the years, someone either told him that he needs to be a better scorer, and then he demanded the ball and then got traded. And now he's like leaned up his body and, has started shooting threes, and they got him all the way out here. And he does junk like this. Like, he has never been a highly skilled person. So when you try to tell him to just, side jab and go, right, it's comical. It's comical. Like, what the hell? Lou Williams, that boy's cold. I wonder who like if in a shooting contest and they bet money like $1 million, who would win, Trae Young, Bogdanovich, or Lou Williams? Even Gallinari. Who has the biggest balls on this team? I think it's probably Lou Williams and Bogdanovich. I don't think Trae Young is the coldest dude on this team. He gets all the glory, but I think it's Bogi or Lou Williams. What is this? I'm bad at math. 20 something points. Who who on the 76ers can guard Trae Young? Absolutely nobody. He's too little. So when you're this little, you got to use it to your advantage, right? Use your slippery nature, wiggle, 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 right? Danny Green, he's getting old. He doesn't move. He doesn't navigate these screens very well. Like Tobias Harris, he doesn't move very well on defense. Joel Embiid has terrible, terrible defense outside of the paint. Seth Curry's going to have to step it up. Seth Curry or Thibault. That's their best choices. Danny Green, he probably has the best pedigree for it, but Thibault. If the 76ers stand a chance, it's got to be Thibault guarding Trae Young. And come on, John Collins. I give you love, man. I give you a lot of love, and you're just quickly trying to get it to your boy Trae Young here. Got to be aware. Ben Simmons is very active off the ball. Will Ben Simmons step up and play Trae Young? I'm just thinking about how this stuff has to work. I think Ben Simmons has to guard John Collins. John Collins and Thibault has to guard Trae Young. Put Danny Green and the other guy on Bogdanovich, Tobias Harris on Bogdanovich. What makes a great pass? Right type, right time, right target. Like, this is not a normal pass, right? So no one teaches this pass. This is a quick lob pass. In order to get it out of your hands quick, you have to keep Joel Embiid down, right? So that creativity, that comes from play, that comes from experimenting, that comes from a coach allowing you to be creative. If you're too training regimented, you become a gigantic robot. The game doesn't evolve. You don't get this type of creativity. I'm a big proponent of training and stuff like that, but I'm also a very, very big proponent of letting kids play. You got to let them play multiple sports. You can't put the reins on them way too early. It's literally the how I get paid. I get paid to train kids very, very young, and it's happening. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But I still encourage them to play, golf, lacrosse, swimming, tennis. I want them to play those other sports, especially if they're under 10. Like, if you're not in high school yet, please diversify your athletic ability. It will help you in so many facets of life and sports. All right, back to this boring game. Jeez. Ain't nobody spitting on you in Philadelphia. I mean, I thought the Philadelphia fans were just as crazy as the New York fans. But Trae's not getting the hate here. I mean, he actually likes the hate. Some people, they're okay being the villain, and I think Trae Young, he makes a good villain. His hair is kind of ugly. I don't really like him, but he doesn't mind being the villain, man. The NBA needs a good villain, and when I tell you it's about entertainment and stuff like that, Trae Young is okay being the villain. LeBron always wanted to be the king and the good guy and the hero. Steph Curry is like the hero. KD tried to be the villain. They made him out to be the villain, but he couldn't stand it. He's a snake, right? They call him a snake, but he couldn't handle it. Kobe was okay being the villain, so I think Trae Young is okay being the villain. Look at this dude. All right, he's like just soaking it in. Like, come on, y'all. All y'all hate me. Look at me. Look at my crazy curly hair. Ben Simmons, man, that dude's an athlete. So this is a Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons getting out of his hands there. Ben Simmons has yet to freaking develop a jumper. He's been in the NBA for what, 3, 4, 5 years? He's on a team with Seth Curry and Danny Green. These dudes can shoot, like, and I'm sure you got shooting coaches. Just blows my mind. Bogi. That boy's cold, man. Was he flexing right there? Oh, he just got popped. How do I know he's pretty tough? He got popped here, right? And he just puts his hand on his head like, oh damn, that shit hurt. He's not begging for a call. He didn't flop. So he's been punched in the face before, or he's been hit like that before. And how do I know? How do I know what else? He gets hit here, and nobody even like, you know, they're locked in, but nobody gets up. Nobody's concerned. Nobody on the bench is like even worried. Like, all right, Bogey, I think I learned a little bit about you there. You're physically pretty tough. I know you're mentally tough. Herder. John Collins. This is a very tough shot for you smaller, younger guys, right? If you're gonna get very few bigs play like this. But when you get that snake and then you come backwards, jumping back into a jump shot, these are very tough. So you have to really, really work on that type of balance and then jumping up and then getting your balance. Like Joel Embiid, I mean, it worked in the NBA for a little while, right? You pump fake a dude, and then you do this and you flail. um, I think it's funny. I think it's more funny than anything. He's not going to get a lot away with a lot of that. Gallo, 6'10". 6'10", 6'9". I think Zero in Philadelphia was pretty good. I forgot what his name was. He's pretty shifty. He moves pretty well. No, Gallo. Okay, so look at how he catches. He's in the gun. He's in the gun on a catch. Forward hinge, right? Back foot in, right? Heels up. He busted George Hill just off of the way he caught the ball. So George Hill is thinking he's about to catch it and shoot it. He tries to slow down. And he's like, oh, shit. Gallo. Right, so when I say the 6 steps to fly, right? Accelerate into the jump. Look at this rotation. So one of the steps in the 6 steps to fly, right? Add rotation. Add rotation. Do you see the body rotating? Like, it almost looks pretty. Gallo almost looks very fluid. You know, you don't think of him as a very elite mover. But for this little brief second, look, boom, boom, boom. Ball here, add rotation, have the ball help you spin you up, right? This is what I called it a helix, right? A double helix. When your body goes like that. You can see this in John Wall, Ja Morant. It comes out in everybody every now and then if your body hasn't been programmed out of it. Korkmaz, where is he from? Korkmaz. Bogi. Korkmaz. Why is he flopping on his butt? Korkmaz is not a bad player, right? Screen, double screen, dribble handoff, one dribble. Guy still trailing, get in front of him, extended, right, left, slow down, keep your eye on him. Don't get too far into the paint. Jump slightly backwards to get some more separation. Boom, land. Not the most graceful landing. I like his pump fake. This is super exaggerated pump fake. Another floater. Oh, ooh, handles. Look at this footwork out of Trae Young. It's very, very tricky. One dribble, and then you take a run footwork. It's 2 steps, and then you go anchored between the legs. Very tough footwork. All right, so there you see the 2 steps, anchored that one between the legs. Okay, still so short. Thibault can kind of stay with him. He's still with him here, right? Great veering in front by Trae Young to get in front. And then to extend and finish on the other side with the left. Trae Young is very, very slippery, very, very crafty. Like this. 33 points. Joel Embiid has 30 points, so I guess he had a big game. They probably fouled the crap out of him. Snake, it's just you against Joel Embiid. Big old carry, aka a push cross, right? Double tap the ball, slow down, right? Get him on your hip. Well, you can't do anything. Keep your dribble alive. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. Okay, a lot of tendencies. Looks like you're gonna reset or something like that. Keep your eye on the defender. What is he doing? Right? Oh, he laid off. He thought you were gonna lob it. Well, I'm just gonna stop here and throw up this floater. I remember playing against a guy all the time. His name was Speedy. We used to call him Speedy, and he ran track, but he was also very, very good at basketball. He coached basketball for a while. I used to be pretty good friends with him, play ball with him all the time. But he was so fast, very, very good dribbler, and you could never stay in front of him. He would just weave, right? And then someone would back cut, he would dime it, he would do this exact same thing Trae Young was doing. And he would come in these little spots and just throw up floaters. Very skinny. I think he was a Puma sponsored athlete for a while, ran like a under 5 minute mile or something like that. He was close to 4 minutes. But guys like that are just so hard to guard because they're poised with the ball, they're quick. This is where little guards will struggle. So we would, double team him and stuff. And so when you keep your hands down and when they go to pass, then you put your arms up, you do have chances of getting a lot of deflections and stuff off of Trae Young. So this is why I want, from Philadelphia's perspective, I want Thibault and who did I say? Thibault and Ben Simmons to be the ones trapping. So definitely don't want Joel Embiid involved in those. Wow, what a look. What a look. This is a benefit of having a dude that can look and pass and a guy that can just flat foot jump and catch a lob. Herder. Good little pause here, right? So working on the spirals, working on those arcs, right? Can you change up your rhythm just enough to get that off? Right. So you got to be able to play, right? That move is very, very hard to teach in training, right? Work that arc, you get a little push, you get a little help, poise, wait for what the hell the big is going to do, continue that little gap push. Not a hard shot, but it's very hard to teach. Nice move, Steph Curry. One dribble, right? One hop. Great balance. That is in the gym a gazillion times. You can practice this one. Push the corner, bounce. 111, 118. Oh yeah, I mean, I remember watching the game this last part. I mean, the Hawks had the game won, and they just started doing stupid turnovers, and they couldn't handle a press. I mean, that was pretty pathetic. I don't expect them to make that mistake again. Look at it. Joel Embiid banged Bogdanovich into Collins. But this is all fake down the end. I mean, it's good. It's good. Good experience for the Hawks not to make this mistake again. And I saw this. I remember this. This boy is cold, man. He's tell all those dudes to shut up. He's like, we have this game in hand. We ain't panicked. I'm not panicked. Calm down. We did this just to entertain you. Trae Young gets a little loose with the ball here. Like this is a bad pass. So Trae Young kind of collapsed down the end. He panicked a little bit. Trae Young, Herder panicked a little bit. But you got to live with it because he will do shit like this. You got to kind of rein him in a little bit. But this is a gigantic play here, right? John Collins is a huge thing. I mean, this is what I wish some of the Clippers had. Like when I talk about like excitement, right? Kind of risky. Like there's really no point to throw this lob. You should be dribbling around and you boom, you get this crazy high lob. You force your dude to max vert to get it. Right, he lands. You jump with him. I mean, you are excited. He's got his hands up. Gallo's pumped. Right. Like, god damn, as a coach, you're like, why the hell would you throw that? But then you see it, and then you see the excitement, and it's one of those things, man. Um, Trae Young is just built differently, man. He's right here again. I mean, this is stupidity from the Hawks. They made their free throws and they just marched down. They made their free throws. Trae Young, man, you gotta rein some of that stuff in. You gotta know when to get the team under control and when to push. I mean, he'll learn as he goes. Trae Young, 4 of 11, 9 of 9 free throws, 11 of 23. Bogi, 5 of 12. Um, John Collins, where's John Collins? 7 of 9, 3 of 4. How is he negative 21 on the plus minus? Looked like he had a great game to me. 95% from the free throw line. That will get it done. On this other hand, that's a 68% down there. That will not get it done. Joel Embiid had a solid game, 14 out of 15 from the line. Ben Simmons can't shoot a lick from the free throw line, so just hack a shack that fool if you need to. Those are probably all dunks from Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is so overrated. All right, guys, what did you learn, man? I do have the Hawks winning this game. I don't think Joel Embiid's body is going to hold up. That's the main reason, but I also think that the Hawks, they just have more firepower and more balls. Bogi, Trae Young, and John Collins. I like them a lot. And then you throw in Lou Williams to help. You throw in Gallinari to chip in. And who else was on the Hawks? And Herter. I got the Hawks winning, man. 5 or 6 games. Bye-bye, Philadelphia. Blow it up. Joel Embiid is not a guy I'm building around. Neither is Ben Simmons. Blow it up or just sell some tickets. All right, guys. Until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.